Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell grew up around pro athletes. His father worked in Major League Baseball, and Donovan said, "I saw guys making millions, staying humble and grounded. I also saw the other side. So I try to treat people right. I grew up that way, and the NBA doesn't change it." Kevin, he's showing as much as he's talking about.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for him.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. He's out there with Diallo. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Doumbouya in at the power forward position. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. And it's Gobert in at center. Greg, the two words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points.
Hey, this guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
Pass to Grant. Back to Hayes. Six on the shot clock. Now Gobert. The drive by Mitchell. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
When he's determined to finish, Donovan Mitchell is so good powering through whatever the defense puts in his path.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
Now, here's Doumbouya. 17 points for him last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Here's Mitchell. The made shot from Sekou Doumbouya. Mitchell outside. There's the feed to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And here's Hayes. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off of.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Conley scanning the floor. He kicks it to Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Here's Favors. A second chance effort. Doumbouya pulls it in. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. A baseline J. That one off the back iron and out.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
It's tipped. Stolen by Dumboya. And now the Pistons fast break. Hayes, no good. Jazz leading by 5. Conley into the lane. Here's Ingles. The Jazz with another miss. The Pistons have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Dumboya gets a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell in the corner. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Mitchell's got 5.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Pistons trail by 7. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
Now a chance to see the numbers for Diallo. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Pistons trail by 9. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here is Conley. 23 points for him the last game against the Clippers.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend it.
Here's Dumboya. Detroit, no good that time either.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Here is Conley. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Hayes with it. Conley picks him up. Pistons trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Hayes. The Pistons shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one. Hayes hits them both. Jazz leading by 7. Conley with it. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Gobert down low. He's against Okafor. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Conley. Conley's got 3 assists tonight. Now here's Hayes. Over by Conley. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
So it's the Pistons now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Now here's Hayes. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Clock at 6. Here's Okafor. Gobert with the block.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And again, it's Utah.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball, too critical in today's NBA.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Jackson finds Joseph. Back to Jackson. Now Favors. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers. That one drops for him. Mitchell's got 9 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Down by 15. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. 2 teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Jackson against Mitchell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
For Utah, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Now, here's Ingles. After the miss from Mason Plumlee, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
You know that old expression, you can't teach size, but Gobert showing great effort as well. I love that he creates second chance opportunities.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And they're able to recover. Outside, Joseph. Jackson from long range. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 5 rebounds tonight. And here is Conley. Passes it to Ingles. Over Jackson. Kept alive. And Favors kicks to Ingles. And the 3 off target. Pistons trail by 20. Mitchell left side. A 3-pointer, no good. Here's Bay. Ingles covering. Here's Bay. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Stewart to end the cold streak. That shot missing. so Utah will take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Now here's Joseph, following the miss by Michael Conley. Gobert with the block. An even 3-on-3 break. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. 3-on-3. But he recovers it.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Favors. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles. Thomas checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Clarkson with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers. Here's Bogdanovich. Banked in off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Joseph. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, there's an understanding of when to give up the basketball, and Corey Joseph, really good job taking what he sees in the pick and roll.
Thomas passes to Gobert. The dish to Clarkson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. So a moment now to see the story for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Here's Bay. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
.56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jackson kicks to Joseph. Back to Jackson. Over Thomas. Jackson misses.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. High post, Gobert. Rebound by the Pistons. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Poked away, stolen by Thomas, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Utah leading by 22. Now Clarkson. Just 3 on the clock, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And from moments ago, we got this from Donovan Mitchell on how his team maintains its edge.
That's been our whole story all year is the underdog, you know, and a lot of guys on this team have been that way throughout their lives and their careers. There's so many guys on the team that have been doubted.
Using that doubt, Greg, as motivation.
Whatever helps you play with urgency. If it's feeling like you're second best, use that to your advantage.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Jazz enjoying a nice lead here.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got O'Neal, Bogdanovich out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Thomas in at the 2. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Bay. He's guarded by Thomas. Bay passes to Hayes. Off target from outside.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Bogdanovich. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's
the
case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
There's a lot to like about Bogdanovich's game. He's a skilled scorer, he's a capable defender, and I think there's some leadership qualities there.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Passes to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Ilyasova. Excellent D there from Okafor. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Diallo. Doumbouya kicks to Okafor. There's the pass to Hayes. Tries again. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Hayes up top. He's covered by Clarkson. And here's Hayes. Pass to Doumbouya. Shot clock at 6. Over Bogdanovic.
I love how Bogdanovic gets up and tries to annoy shooters, doing all he can to alter the shot.
O'Neal passes to Bogdanovic. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons. On Monday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. For Detroit, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at Mitchell. He's definitely got a shot of making it to the top 4 slots this year. We'll just have to see if he ends up moving up.
Listen, I know this guy is hoping he gets the opportunity to be a part of it this year, and it would be a huge disappointment for him if he's not able to showcase some of those phenomenal dunking skills.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Free throw good. Clarkson. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top notch. So that process about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Now, here's Grant. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Well, the athletic Jeremy Grant, so good at initiating contact, he gets the defense to react to his aggressiveness.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The free throw drops for Grant.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
And Grant drops them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Ilyasova passes to Clarkson. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hayes with it. Pass to Doumbouya. Over Ilyasova. That misses off the backboard.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Here's Hayes. Down low. Okafor. From down in the low post, it goes. Okafor's got his first bucket in this one.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
O'Neal passes to Bogdanovic. Back to O'Neal. To the paint. Bogdanovic, no luck.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Diallo. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Utah calls timeout.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Derek Favors checked in for Ilyasova. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Matt Thomas. And it's Mike Conley in for Clarkson. And that one's good by Favors.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Pistons have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Now here's Hayes. Over by Conley. Hayes, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Diallo. Hayes with the steal. In the corner, it's Diallo. Offensive rebound. Here's Doumbouya. And at last, they get one to fall. Doumbouya's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Inside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Conley's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Hayes. Now Diallo. Pass to Okafor. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. That shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. And here is Conley. He's got 6. They double team Conley. Here's Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
Very difficult to match up with Favors. I love how under control, under duress he was right there.
Detroit's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Poked loose, stolen by Conley. A 3 from Bogdanovic. Okafor grabs the miss. And Detroit has possession. Hayes with it. To the inside. And stolen by Favors. Lobbed up there for Mitchell. And stolen by Diallo. And there's the pass to Hayes. To the middle. Here's Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 12. Here's O'Neal. Favors. Great positioning on the putback.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Favors gone 3 for 5 from the field. Now here's Hayes. Not a lot of room. And they're moving it up. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
You love the strong shooting of Bogdanovich, a polished player with a scorer's mentality.
Bogdanovich has gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. And Hayes kicks to Grant. Now here's Hayes. Over by Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grant. Rebound, Utah. Conley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bogdanovich left side. This one for 3. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Favors. The shot, no good. And Detroit the other way now. Over to the left wing. Grant the pass to Okafor. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joe Ingles in for Royce O'Neal. Kicks it to Joseph. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Stewart. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Derek Favors. For Detroit, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Mitchell against Jackson. And Favors kicks to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Gobert finds Conley. 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Jazz working now with the fresh shot clock. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Here's Joseph. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's averaging 30 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
Now here's Favors. He has 6. And it's Mitchell missing.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Jackson from long range. Rebound, Utah. Conley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Mitchell, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Jackson in the corner. No good on the triple. Jazz shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. And then Mitchell hit the dunk.
You see Donovan Mitchell finding his rhythm. You're in for a long night. He is effortless offensively.
There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Derek Favors picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Pistons have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good for the Jazz. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And the second free throw, good. Here's Mitchell. 14 points for him. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. On the wing, Ingles. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. 17-foot shot on the way. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. .44 seconds left to play in the first half. Joseph looking over the floor. Here's Bay. Ingles covering. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. It's his first trip to the line.
Two.
The first one falls. Matt Thomas, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Utah's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Clarkson against Joseph. Now, here's Clarkson. He has 6. 4 on the clock. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Utah out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points. During the draft process in 2013, some scouts called Rudy Gobert too mild-mannered. Kenny, you wouldn't know it watching him now, would you?
Not at all. Well, he did lack strength to be physical early on in his career, but his body has matured. He's more assertive. He's confident, and also, you know, he's a vocal leader. That's grown.
And you got to credit Coach Snyder for Gobert's development as an enforcer. Stifles power, ability to intimidate, sets the tone for this team.
Wow, for a guy who loves nicknames, how do you like The Stifle Tower.
Nice. I made it up. That's why I like it.
That's debatable. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Diallo out there with Hayes. Then there's Grant. Then there's Doumbouya. And it's Okafor in at the center, filling out the middle. Now Hayes. Passes to Okafor. Back to Hayes. From deep three-point range, and Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's Conley. He's guarded by Diallo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his first foul. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Outside Conley. Jazz passing it around. Here's Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds to Gobert. Excellent D there from Okafor. The Pistons on offense. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Grant. An easy 2 points on the layup. Grant's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Detroit. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And the pass to Ingles. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Diallo.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Doumbouya, good.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here is Favors. After the made shot from Sekou Doumbouya. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And they pick up 2.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Hayes with it. Now defended by Gobert. Pass to Okafor. And the layup's good off the glass. Okafor's got 6.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Jazz have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Mitchell is double. Pass to Ingles. Now here's Conley, covered by Hayes. Conley kicks to Favors over Okafor. That one misses. And Detroit the other way now.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Now here's Hayes. Here's Grant. Got it. Good job in the low post. Grant's got his second basket.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Passes it to Favors. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Conley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 8 points for him.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy and puts the pass on the money.
Now here's Hayes, covered by Conley. Grant dishes to Hayes. Throws it up high. That shot off the mark. The Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Favors inside, covered by Hayes. Conley, the pass to Favors. Over Hayes. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist from Conley.
Well, you like how Favors stays after it in that instance. When he's close to the bucket, boy, he's great at hustling for these second chance points.
Here's Grant. He has 6. And the rejection by Favors. And here is Ingles. Doumbouya pulls it in. Doumbouya's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Inside, and stolen by Diallo. And now the Pistons fast break. All sorts of time, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Jazz have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Grant against Mitchell. Down low, here's Conley. Out to Favors. Ingles against Okafor. Here's Favors. Another miss by Utah. The Pistons have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And that one drops for him.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now here's Gobert. 12 points for him. Here's Mitchell, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Rudy Gobert. 2nd in rebounding, 6th in blocks, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking 2nd in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. Free throw drops for Mitchell. And since last season, Doris, a lot of coaching changes. Why do you think so many?
Kevin, I think there's a lot of contributing factors. Some of it is ownership and front office changes. Whenever that happens, coaching changes are often the next shoe to drop.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Gobert. Bogdanovich comes in for Derek Favors. Thomas checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul. The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Shot from the inbound. And the layup by Jackson.
Well, this guy is developing more and more of an interior game, and I like watching Josh Jackson convert this close to the cup.
Thomas with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. The pass to Clarkson. Here's the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Outside, Joseph. Pass to Bay. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Clarkson on the wing. He's covered by Joseph. And Thomas has it in the corner. Second shot opportunity. And it's Ilyasova laying it in.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
I'll tell you, terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Clarkson bounce pass, out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Fifth on the list, the Pistons.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Dumboy is checked in for the Pistons. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Jackson against Thomas. Here's Plumlee. Pass to Dumboy. From outside, off the mark.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Well, at 6 foot 8 inches, Bojan Bogdanovic is very comfortable in close.
And Detroit has possession. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Left side, Joseph. He kicks it to Dumboy. Clarkson against Joseph. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Thomas dishes to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. Joseph against Clarkson. Joseph, the pass to Plumlee. Now, here's Dumboy. He's covered closely. Jackson down low. Thomas is there. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 6.
This guy's a gritty rebounder on both ends. You have to respect Josh Jackson and his work on the glass.
Clarkson against Joseph. Clarkson dishes to Gobert. Over Plumlee. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Hayes, he's checked in for Joseph.
One shot.
Here's Clarkson. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Thomas finds Ilyasova. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Pistons trail by 19. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Jazz. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Thomas outside. Rebound, Detroit. Dumboya's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Passes it to Hayes. Now, here's Dumboya. 10 points for him. Here's Stewart, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Stewart's got 7.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And the Jazz call time here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
In a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You take a look at the Pistons. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out.
And right now for the Pistons, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
All talk, no walk. Simple as that. They just don't match up with the better teams in the NBA.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Jazz leading by 17. 44 seconds left to play here in the third. The pass to Thomas. Back to Clarkson. Tipped away. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Pistons fast break. The shot's good from Hayes.
Well, I'll tell you, he is showing strides in improving the passing aspect of his game. Josh Jackson, pretty look there.
Thomas passes to Gobert. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Now Jackson. 6 points for him. Shoots the 3. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Utah Jazz feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Pistons trail by 17. Bogdanovich out there with Thomas. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Clarkson in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Fires the 3. Here's Gobert, and it's sent back by Plumlee. They get it back. Here's Clarkson. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
And he knocks down the first one. Derek Favors checked in for Bogdanovich. And a switcher also for Detroit. Diallo's checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Clarkson following the bucket by the Pistons. Kicks it to Favors. And he gets the bucket.
Well, Derek Favors has developed terrific form, and it's nice to see him continue to develop this mid-range.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And here's Hayes. Pass to Jackson. He feeds it to Plumlee. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Plumlee with it. Favors picks him up, and Derek Favors picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Clarkson. Okafor's checked in for the Pistons. Grant comes in for Josh Jackson. Pistons trailed by 19. And Hayes kicks to Plumlee. Hayes with it. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Gobert with the block. In transition, here come the Jazz. Passes it to Ingles. Puts up a three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Okafor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Diallo. He blocks it again.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
That one misses. So Favors will bring it up for Utah. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Gobert finds Conley. On the wing, Ingles. He's covered by Grant. The drive by Mitchell. Shot clock at 3. Gobert can't hit. Pistons trail by 18. There's Diallo. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 8th assist in the game.
What area of the floor can't Donovan Mitchell score from? This guy, terrific job on the interior.
The Pistons have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Doris, you and I know the quality of play in the NBA bubble was terrific. And some people have said a lack of travel a possible reason why. The league, we think, looking at ways to reduce travel moving forward.
Exactly, Kevin. And one option on the table is the, quote, series model. You see it in baseball, where you play consecutive games against a single opponent. So what about the states with multiple teams? New York or California? Can you play all of those teams in one trip? This not only preserves players, but it also cuts travel expenses, something the league is looking hard at.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And one thing you love about Ingles,
He hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid in the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career.
That's missing.
How about this guy? He comes into the league as an undrafted free agent, and Joe Ingles has more than proven his worth. The high IQ, the lights-out shooting from deep, so much to love about Ingles.
And he sinks the second. Pistons trail by 21. Grant outside. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Hayes with it. Now defended by Mitchell. It's stolen by Ingles. 3-on-3. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Killian Hayes.
Well, this is where Joe Ingles is so crafty. We know he can shoot the basketball, but his ability to put it on the deck and make plays, big time.
Free throw drops for Ingles. You know, Doris, I've heard some experts say, you look at the 6-foul limit, the NBA is basically the only sports that takes stars off the floor. Doris, what would you think if they just tacked on an extra free throw instead?
Kevin, I absolutely hate the idea. The best defensive teams at any level of basketball guard at a high level without fouling. There's the drama aspect of a player being in foul trouble, either at the start of the game or down the stretch. It has an impact on strategy. It's something that I'm a traditionalist on. I think the 6-foul rule should remain in the game.
Now, here's Grant. Pistons passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. That's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Jumps up. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, we talked about Donovan Mitchell as an exceptional two-way talent. No better example than right there.
Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Grant against Ingles. Now, here's Grant. Now, Diallo. Clock is at 3. Here's Hayes. And again, it's the Pistons missing. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Ingles finds Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Favors with the ball. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Detroit with the ball. Grant outside. Now here's Hayes, covered by Conley. And here's Hayes. High arcing shot. Okafor kicks to Grant. Now here's Diallo, covered by Mitchell. Here's Plumlee. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now here is Conley, and there's the feed to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
So it's the Pistons now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
They double-team Conley. To the paint. Diallo with it. Favors picks him up. Looking to get back on track here. Hayes, no good.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Detroit.
And that's the intelligence of Joe Ingles on display. This guy's so clever at figuring out ways to get the defense to foul him.
for the Jazz. Azubuike's checked in, and it's George Niang in for Derek Favors. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Bay. It's stolen. Ingles with the ball. The pass to Niang. On the wing, Hughes. Here's Ingles. And he gets it to go.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Smith the pass to Bay. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open. Let me make the game easy for him.
Pass to Niang. Now Hughes. He kicks it to Conley. They double team Conley. Pass to Azubuike. The tray. Goes back up. Niang passes to Azubuike. And the shot is good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Hughes against Smith. Tries a three. No good. Shot missing. And Utah the other way now. Conley the pass to Hughes. On the wing, Ingles. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Stewart's checked in for Detroit. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's the Pistons now. Smith outside. Over Hughes. No good off the front iron. The Jazz have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Passes it to Niang. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Ingles. It's hauled in by Stewart. The Pistons shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Ingles against Smith. Now the pass to Stewart. Here's Bay. The three. That shot no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's O'Neal, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And the first one drops. O'Neal hits them both. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Stewart. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, you have to absorb the bump on the jump shot, and Dennis Smith Jr. still able to deliver. That is not easy, folks.
Here's Niang. Pass to O'Neal. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Bay.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Now, here is O'Neal. Passes to Hughes. Back to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The first one falls. Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Jazz. O'Neal hits them both. And here's Jackson. The pass to Bay. 1:32 left in the fourth. The Jazz have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Utah.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Detroit.
Shooting one.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jackson passes to Bay. Can they get it? And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. O'Neal with it. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Niang, that's good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Bay. And Plumlee kicks to Ellington. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Derek. Long season. You don't want one loss to turn into two. How important was it to get this win tonight?
It's big for us. You know, we came out last game and played like bums, basically. So we just want to come in and make a statement this game so that we working hard, improving, and just try to get a win.
You guys changed from bums to kings in one night. That's the league. Congrats, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.